Today I will be talking about building and sustaining healthy relationships among executives, basically in an organization. So, as we know, healthy relationships among executives in any industry is very much essential for increasing their efficiency and obtaining the optimum output. As it is seen, normally conflict is a very high culprit for creating unhealthy interpersonal relationship. So this conflict normally drives the executives away from the goal and delays the process of getting the output. So first of all, how we can get away with the conflict? So this conflict among employees generally can be removed through effective communication and then keeping positive attitude, empathy towards our colleagues, and their desire for success. This is about conflict among executives. Then let us examine the root causes for unhealthy interpersonal relationships among executives. First one is a stress among executives that may be due to some issues in the organization which is creating stress among executives. So this stress can be overcome through regular practice of meditation and yoga, and also through effective communication of bosses to or regular interaction of bosses to the executives. Then second thing, most important, is the miscommunication. If goal and objectives are not properly explained to the executives, and their path of execution and the time period in which they have to achieve that target, if it is not properly explained, they will also not align themselves and will not be able to get the success in prescribed time. So this leader has a role to communicate effectively to participants or executives. This knowledge of getting execution of goal and executives, goal and objectives in a desired time is very much essential, and that boss has to communicate to the executives about this. And then third one is most important is the incentives which they receive after, say, execution or after accomplishment of work. So sometimes due to this difference in incentives, also there is lot of grudges among the executives. Actually, that responsibility of boss is to communicate to them the real basis for difference in incentives, such as number of years of service in organization, then their experiences or qualification. That also matters while considering the incentives to the executives. Then the effect of execution or effect of achieving goal and objectives within prescribed limit is very much important. That importance should also be communicated to the executives, and what are their ill effects, such as there will be escalation in cost if objectives are not met in time. Then there may be tarnishing of image of the company. Then maybe they will stop receiving the new orders, and then organization may suffer huge losses. So these ill effect of not accomplishing the objectives or goal should also be clearly explained to the executives. Then other one is a miscommunication which should be avoided through effective communication among executives, and the goal and objectives should be clearly explained to the executives, and what are their path of action, how they can achieve it successfully within a prescribed limit or limit of time. So these are the important factors which affect the interpersonal relationship as well as the company's performance in long term. Then actually there was one miscommunication, or there is some interpersonal relationship issues I suffered in my organization due to some misunderstanding. So this I will just try to explain in short, so that you will get an idea that how these interpersonal relationships they go bitter, and what we can do to mend our interpersonal relationships to get the better benefits. So this is the story which goes in year 1996 and 97. Our company, I was working in Bombay Suburban Electric Supply Limited company, which is dealing with distribution of electricity in Mumbai suburban areas. So actually this Mumbai Suburban Electric Supply Company got a management contract for Orissa Electric Supply Company for managing their management category, means because there was huge losses in rural areas and people were not willing to pay the electricity charges. So to avoid this, central ministry has formed one committee, and they have decided to lower the power losses in government companies. So the Orissa Electric Supply Limited has offered management control to our company, that is BSES or Bombay Suburban Electric Supply Limited company, so that executives were to be sent to Orissa to control their management. So there was very much pressure from management to send the executives, and I was also one among them, and I was told to go to Orissa for 2 years and on promotion basis. But since I had got some problem in my house, my missus was not keeping well, and she has some severe abdominal problem, and every 5-6 months she was to be hospitalized for treatment. So I tried to explain to the management that this is the problem I am suffering, and because of which I will not be able to go to Orissa. But they are not ready to listen. They said, no, you will have to go to Orissa and you have to do work there for 2 years. So, but due to that severe problem, I could not make it up. And so there was some grudge among myself and my bosses. So this is the example of interpersonal relationship, which has given, which actually my benefit was also I was deprived of due to this. And for consecutive 2 times I was denied my promotion to higher grade. So I was very much depressed and nervous, and I was just thinking what to do. But I never left my work, as it means I kept on doing my work sincerely and very seriously, and I kept patience. Even my behavior to my colleagues were same as before. So I thought there is one my boss who has got good relationship with the management. So I thought I should take his help in convincing them. Excuse me, please. So I thought I should use his effect in managing this interpersonal relationship. So I requested my boss that this is my problem, and because of which I am not able to go to Orissa. But I am very much interested because they were sending me on promotion. So I was very happy to go. But because of this severe problem, I am not able to go. So I convinced my boss, and he has got a good relation with the management. So somehow he convinced them, and after 1 year I was promoted to a higher grade. And in the meantime, even that contract was cancelled for Orissa. So that was for my good luck. So I got promoted, and also I, because of my hard and sincere work, I established again my good relations with the management, and which later paid off to me. So this is some short story. This is my personal short story, which signifies how this interpersonal relationship can go sour on, and how to mend it to or bring it to our advantage. Friends, as I have described all these points for interpersonal relationships going sour and what are the resolutions to control it and bring it back to the good personal or healthy relationship. So as we know, there are some bad emotions also which affect the interpersonal relationship, such as anger. Anger is a main culprit which always create a problem, and there is a problem in interpersonal relationships. So I will request our audience, so one of audience, to just what can be the effect of anger and how we can avoid this anger, or what are the action we can take to avoid this anger to keep our interpersonal relationship better. So can anyone from participants just share his views in 1 or 2 sentences, please? Yeah. No sound. No sound here. Yes, sir. Yeah, proceed. Yeah. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Because of this, we will not talk to the people, or our support will not be there. So whenever we are angry, we should try to make sure we'll pull up. And second thing, we should use our words judiciously. Even otherwise also, we should use it, but especially during anger, without knowing, we will slip out. So keep a communication effective during this time. That's
Yeah.
all I can say.
Yeah, correct. Thank you very much, Mr. Suresh. And anyone other, Mr. Anand, could you please share? Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to share in a very small way.
Yeah.
People say na that jahan hai.
Yes, yes.
Jahan hai,
Very true. Yeah.
Jahan hai. I say saban hai to jahan hai.
Yeah, yeah. Very true. Very true.
You know, so use of the right use of tongue, it makes all the difference.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even in an angry situation, if you manage your tongue in a better way, the situation may be in a hard
Yeah, yeah, very, very perfect an answer. It is well known that whenever we control our anger and we behave patiently, then the outcome is always beautiful. That has already been seen by so many of us. Even I personally have realized that if we control our anger and behave patiently and use better words, as you said, so that outcome is really very beautiful, and our relationships are become very strong, and it is very difficult to break because of our rapport being built with them. Then second one is miscommunication. What may be the effect of miscommunication in creating sore in interpersonal relationships, and what we can do for avoiding this miscommunication, or how we can clarify this so that our interpersonal relations are always in a healthy condition. Please, from audience, please, anyone.
Yeah, Kamlesh ji.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel that communication is an effective tool
Hmm.
for anybody to destroy or to motivate. Now,
Yeah.
I would say communication is not a sword, it is an arrow. In sword, you should try to cut on it step by step. At the last moment, also you can reverse on mind and stop. But if the communication is a sword or arrow, on one side, we cannot stop one thing. So I will always say communicate and motivate or destroy something.
Correct, very correct. Anyone else, please?
Kamlesh, I would like to add here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just like to highlight this is communication is effective only when you communicate to a prepared mind.
Yeah, correct.
That means if the person B whom you are communicating whatever you want to say,
Hmm.
unless and until the party B is not prepared to listen to you and then respond, your communication is of no use.
Yeah.
So that is what communication to me means. Thank you.
Very true, friends. But as we have known, there are some people who try to tell their versions so beautifully. Even if we are not agreeing to them, somehow we come to agreement, and so beautifully they try to explain, and they try to communicate that it is really conveyed to us, and our relationships are also in a good condition. So communication is a main boom for interpersonal relationships, as you have told, and it has been established. And then third one is a act of blame. Say we keep on blaming one another, and that also brings a bad interpersonal relationships. And also in organization, if we play the act of blame, there will not be concentrated effort towards the goal and objectives, and organization will suffer, and they will not able to achieve their targets within time. So can we invite participants to just have a one or two sentences about effect of act of blame, and what are the resolutions we can adopt to keep a good interpersonal relationship, please?
We are communication center here.
Yes, sir.
Then what I think is basically we find an excuse to move away from our own responsibility.
Yeah, correct.
That is the major thing. So this is basically an excuse, and we keep blaming just to shift our part of the accountability on the other.
Yeah.
That is what I exactly think about it.
Yeah, very true. Anyone else, please? Yeah.
So basically, as Sanjay rightly pointed out, it's an ownership challenges. But how to address it where the manager or role of the superior person should make sure that all parties should talk and sit in a specific room
Yeah.
and find it out what is right. So basically, blaming happens who is right and who is wrong.
Correct.
Manager to convey what is right and what is wrong. That will dilute this challenge, and we will focus towards a solution, not the blame game.
Correct. Yeah, very true, Mr. Ganesh and Sanjay ji. This act of blame is normally done when we do not achieve our targets or goal, and then management asks us, yeah, Miss Kadambari, can you add something? Yeah.
I would like to also add that people try to blame others or maybe the circumstances and reactive people.
Yeah.
They are not as someone and taking their responsibility, but putting everything on
Other soldier, yeah.
and others.
Very true, yeah. So normally this act of blame happens when say some target or some goal is given to a team of executives, and in the end they are not able to achieve that, so they will try to blame each other. So this blame game should be avoided, and executives should talk clearly among themselves and define a path of action or how it can be achieved. Actually, instead of blaming each other, they can sit together and have a common consensus that how to go about and how to achieve this goal of company, so that company also progresses and the benefit we executives are given. And third one is apathy to colleagues. So can I ask any participants to please throw some light on apathy to colleagues? So how it can affect the interpersonal relationship and how we can overcome this? Mr. Ajay, please. Yeah.
What happens very demoralizing for that person because everybody and everybody who's contributing to the organization. The one thing that will happen or better or not of it is through encouragement and motivation.
Yeah.
This is maybe that person may be lacking in something, I don't deny that.
Yeah.
More of leadership or the team leadership.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Ajay. Anyone else, please?
Rakesh here.
Yeah, Rakesh ji.
Apathy to colleagues it leads to blocked communication and it also hampers teamwork.
Yeah.
As soon as teamwork is affected, the entire productivity gets affected and the entire morale of
Yeah, very true, sir. As our friends they have mentioned, these are the emotions which affect our interpersonal relationship, and as Mr. Rakesh mentioned, and Mr. Ajay mentioned that it is a responsibility of boss to bring all executives together and discuss among them what are the goals and objectives and how they can be achieved, what are the path of action, and even his responsibility is that in the during the path of action, in between there should he should arrange some feedback, some audit, so that it is going in the proper direction, so that at the end we don't have to blame each other, and we will be sure enough to get our objectives in time. So thank you very much, friends, and then as we have understood the theme of interpersonal relationships, what are the issues which can give rise to breach in interpersonal relationships, and what we can do to overcome this. So friends, as we know that keeping these interpersonal relationships one time will not help. Actually, to allow to enhance our growth of our organization, or for increasing the performance of organization, it is very much essential that interpersonal relationship among employees, basically among employees, they may be executives, they may be lower class workers, always interpersonal relationships among them matters a lot. So there should be some process or procedure so that say audit, nowadays in corporate there is a method of auditing the functions. All functions are audited in within a 6 month or a year to ensure that they are proper aligned towards the goal and objectives. So here also I would like to just have a quick assessment of our teams, that they are aligned towards good interpersonal relationships, and they are aligned towards their goal and objectives. So for assessing, actually we can assess their behavior and take feedback from them about interpersonal relationship. Then what are the opinion about their bosses? Actually opinion about the boss matters a lot, because if they are not good with the bosses, and if one person talks very good for boss and other one is goes away from him, so I think concentrated effort will not be there to achieve our target. So what is the opinion about their bosses? And then clarity in their mind, whether they have been told clearly that this is your goal and objective, and at the end of year this you have to obtain or achieve. So that clarity should also be there in their mind. And then knowledge about incentives, what they will be paid off after once that goal and objectives are met, then what incentives they will be paid off, whether they will be paid off anything, or there may be company's policy. Now CTC is going on in all companies, so that CTC depends on the performance only, so that depends on the achievement of goal and objectives. So these points should always be is the basis of our audit, or you can say assessment, so that person will be able to know whether this person is aligned towards the goal and objective, and he can maintain the good interpersonal relationship. So can we just take some reference to the audience, what else can be done to ensure that our interpersonal relationships is always in a good condition in an organization, so that we get our goal and objective timely achieved and our company progresses. Some program for rewarding people who have achieved something, and also we should have a say get together, or every within a month or some 2 months we can arrange one small get together, and we can reward somebody who has achieved something, so that will boost their morale, and also they will enhance their performance more to achieve our targets. So by this, actually I remembered my this working in Adani Electricity. There was a union strike there, and all our co-workers, they were on strike. So whenever there is some no supply complaints, and there any cable fault, so we don't have anything to anyone to repair those faults or to attend that no supply complaints. But we could we developed so much very good relations that even our officers, they work day and night, and they in case of cable fault, they put some alternate cable for restoring the supply. And for no supply complaints, even our officers went to home and attended that no supply complaint. So this just reminded me of that incident, that what that interpersonal relationship can bring, and how this can get the organization to a better level. Or we don't bother about some people not doing their work, and we come together and do something, and in that particular circumstances, we are able to give our best to the consumers, and we are able to restore their supply, and we give happiness to the people. So this is all, friends, about building and sustaining good relationship. I think we in IITD also maintain very good interpersonal relationships between us, and always one participant is very happy to help other, and I very much appreciated. Priya Madam, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity for presenting a small topic to our participants. Thank you very much.